And I think a third eye is excellent with a pyramid, giving us some scry. We could afford to reach inside and pull out a golden eye. Whenever we scry 2 additional cards. And I think because we have this golden eye, we'll take the cut through fate. Man, so much scry power with this thing. Actually kind of ridiculous. Play some Watcher. Greetings, choose that rank pyramid to start out our run as ever here. Not a bad position for the Burning Elite, and the only way we can get a fire before the first Elite is to go this way. I think the Watcher really thrives with the Runic Pyramid. Being able to retain those stance-changing cards, man, what a tough Act 1. We've had a lot of tough Act 1s in this Pyramid ladder, where 2 Elites is the best I can do, and maybe only a couple of upgrades as well. Spooky. Spooky. Does that mean I'm gonna go to a store? Maybe. Yeah, I think we want to take the Burning Elite down. Pyramid definitely makes the Eruption upgrade a lot more attractive, reducing the cost of that stance change by 1, and ensuring that we can deliver even more damage on our Wrath turns than before. A potion from the first combat's great, and I think a third eye is excellent with a Pyramid, giving us some scry to let us control the cards in the draw pile a bit more. Three is not bad either, but I think third eye is definitely the best of those 3 options. Improves the block density a bit too, which can avoid stinky turn 1s like this one. But can it avoid stinky turn 2s? Third Eye is also a very, very good early game upgrade, I tend to find. The Jackster, my boy, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the 8 months. Definitely very happy with an early Empty Fist. It's stance control, letting us leave Wrath when we need to, and it upgrades to be 14 damage, which is huge in Act 1. That'll be a good first upgrade for sure. Give me that. Give me 275 gold for a regret, please. Oh, that's pretty good too. Remove transform and upgrade. I think it's reasonable to transform a defend in this situation. We've already added a block card. Watcher tends to like having strikes more than defends. Or we could get an extra upgrade. Upgrade our Empty Fist, maybe, and our Eruption going into that first Elite, and definitely have a good time with it. Looks like I'll go to this store, so we can avoid this one for now. Raid is definitely the way to go if I want to be able to consistently beat that Elite, and I do. I think we're fine as long as I don't die in the next few floors, so let's grab the upgrade. I think of those 3 options, remove, transform, upgrade, the upgrade is best when you have a pressing Elite fight that you're trying to not die against. 15 more gold. Sands of Time's kind of interesting. Gets cheaper for every round it spends in our hand and just does a lot of damage upright. The fact that it retains is not advantageous with the Pyramid, but it's still a pretty powerful attack. Yeah. I'll take 1. Perseverance, kind of in the same boat there. Actually, really would like to remove a card here. Although the heal 17 is pretty good too. Alright, it is Sentries with plus Strength. Is our first opponent. I'll use the Colorless Potion just in case this is like a bomb or something. Secret Technique for Vigilance is pretty good too. Or Violence to maybe get Sands of Time into my hand. Secret Technique for the Vigilance. try to draw Empty Fist. In fact, we're guaranteed to draw Empty Fist if I discard this strike. So we can definitely Eruption Empty Fist next turn and kill one of them. I tend to think of Windmill Strike as a slightly worse version of Sands of Time, Bee Killer Bee. Unlike Sands of Time, you can't pay extra energy just to do the damage up front. You have to wait a few turns for it to scale up, which might be more than you're willing to wait. However, when you need a card like Sands of Time and Windmill Strike is what you're offered, Windmill Strike gets the job done. Figured we'd take one hit like this. That's okay. All in all, a pretty clean elite fight. We score the Maw Bank, 12 gold per floor until we hit a store. That could be a reason to avoid this shop and go to a shop next act instead. Duplication Potion, super powerful. Deus Ex is not bad either with the Runic Pyramid. Creating 2 miracles for our hand helps us play the Sands of Time pretty easily. I'll buy it. Grab a Deus Ex. And I think I'm going to take the heal here, just to make sure that we can do whatever we want for the rest of the act and not have to worry about perishing. Though 5 max HP in the later game might be pretty dang good as well, and given that we're fighting Hexaghost at the end of the act, we don't need that much in the way of current HP. Still, we could have some bad turn 1s in a couple of fights. I'll take the heal just for the sense of security. What I'm not going to do is take a tiny chest, I'm not going to take a tiny chest here. Grabbing the blue key instead. This lets us take a cursed key or something. Sands of Time cost does not reset until combat is over, Hawkeye, so if you get it all the way down to 0 costs, you can draw it over and over and over again, which is pretty good. Yeah, because of Maw Bank, let's avoid this shop. Let's instead gain all the extra money for many floors of not doing. And given that we took the heal, we could afford to reach inside and pull out a GoldenEye, saying whenever we scry 2 additional cards. One of my favorite relics on the Watcher. Extremely happy to see that here. Means we now scry 5 with Third Eye. Third scry. And we have a never-ending supply of Pringles, too. Pringles. Actually, wait, that won't even kill you. Alright, fair enough. $10? Volt I like quite a bit, especially with the miracles from the Deus Ex to more consistently activate it. Second Wrath Source could be okay. Or an Empty Body for Blanc. Grab a Crush Joints. Get it upgraded. Dang. Blessing the Forge can upgrade everything in our hand. That's really good. How do we feel about Mantra? This deck would love to add Mantra. This deck would also really like a Cut Through Fate with a GoldenEye, though. Cut Through Fate scries 4, dealing 7 damage and then drawing a card. And I think because we have this Golden Eye, we'll take the Cut Through Fate. Yeah, so Obadiah, if you lack hand space, then it will be a discard pile for your miracles. One of the miracles, anyway. One miracle will go into the space of where the card was. What is this, like, Strike then Vigilance, so we can go Crush Joints Eruption next turn? I think so. Strike then Vigilance. But maybe Potion of some kind here? But let's take a look at what this turn looks like. So, assuming that we can find Empty Fist with Cut Through Fate, which is almost guaranteed. What's our damage output this turn? 8 plus 13. And we have 3 energy left. Cards are now doing triple damage. So plus 21, plus 42. Yep, that's a kill. That's just a regular style, old-fashioned, definitely got him, it's a kill. Unless Empty Fist does not show up. Ha! Okay, good. Lantern for more energy on turn 1 ain't bad. Interesting options here. Another empty card. Foreign Influence is a 0-cost attack, potentially. But I have a hard time saying no to a Just Lucky with a Golden Eye. Scry 3, gain 2 block, deal 3 damage. More control of the draw pile. True, Xenix, we could have duplicated the cut to guarantee the draw, but we also could have, after failing the draw, duplicated a strike to get the kill. So better to play in such a way that we might keep the duplication potion. That I should have done the math on, Scaredy Sharks, about Deus Ex. Could have had an alternate form of lethal there. Noted. Could get a kill here if I DuPont Empty Fist, but take my lumps. We're going into the Hexaghost fight. We actually don't need to be at full health here. Ooh. Inferno Evil puts us in a calm stance, more stance control, or another Cut Through Fate for, again, Scry 4. By the way, people ask me, what's a good time to take Alpha, Beta, Omega? This would certainly be the start to such a deck. Take the stance control. Sphere No Evil is one of my favorite calm entries with a Runic Pyramid. Just gonna do that. Evil, get the 2 energy back. Empty Fist. I'm gonna shuffle the deck here so that I can third eye. Good, good. No, no. As a general rule, especially if you don't know what your opponent's doing next turn, just discard strikes and defends. Of all varieties. Almost. Get him, Sands of Time. Boop. GG. Scrawl. Lets us draw cards until the hand is full. That's pretty good. Somewhat tempted by Judgment here as well, letting us pick off low health enemies. And it's a bit better with the Pyramid, because we'll always have it available to do the last 30 or 40 health of damage. Scrawl may be a little bit less good with Pyramid, but definitely more good with this much Scry. Deck wants a lot of upgrades now. Improves our matchup against the Baseball a little bit, although I think we beat the Baseball anyway. I'm going to pick up the Scrawl here. And I'm going to keep the current potions. And there's that curse key I said we could take if we didn't take Tiny Chest. We just skip our relics, avoid opening chests for the rest of the run, and gain an energy every turn as a result. The deck definitely appreciates a little bit more energy. Especially now with Scrawl. Could take Pandora's Box here, transforming all of our strikes and defends. That's 7 transforms. Who knows what's inside, and it's probably pretty good. Wonder if that was actually a good Conjure Blade with all our Scry. Or Fusion Hammer preventing us from getting upgrades. I think I'd rather take the Curse Key than the Fusion Hammer. So it's probably Curse Key or Box. We can rule out the Hammer. Box tries to improve our average card quality and build towards synergies. Don't have a lot of relics to make that work with, though. The amount of Scry we have means that even if we get a couple of good cards and mostly bad cards, the good cards will be really good. Main loss is block density and energy generation. That energy gen is a big deal. Energy gen is a really big deal. But Deus Ex? Alright, let's see. What's in the box? A lot of Calm, 2 Tranquilities and an Inner Peace, Foresight for more Scry, block cards that add card draw, and a Vault? On a scale of 1 to 10, this is probably like an 8. That's really good. Not a single point of offense, just blocks and energy. Now we need more Wrath entries, because we have too much Calm. Okay, we'd like to go to a store. We've been saving up with the Maw Bank, but it's time to cash in. So I'm going to this one, but I doubt it. I'm going to one shop. I'm probably going to 2. Gets me a couple of upgrades as well. Yeah, let's start here. At double evaluate play, though. Oh, I like this deck now. Yes. Very good. Very good. Unironically Crescendo? Or another Cut Through Fate. I don't think it's the Flying Sleeves, even though the Flying Sleeves is upgraded for free and does pretty good damage. I think we want more draw. Which of these would you like? Yes, please! Bites offered to us after we trade away all the strikes. No thanks, although the ability to restore our health would be pretty cool. Sorry, vampires, but your offer sucks. Surely we don't need 2 tranquilities, huh? Like, Vigilance is almost on the chopping block as well here. Let's get rid of one of these tranquilities. Turning into an Empty Body, which is definitely an upgrade. More block density, and it lets us take advantage of our surplus of Calm Stance to get more energy. Nice amount of money. Thank you, Mawbank, for the $168 reduce. I like what we're offered here. Wallop is pretty good. Honestly, Good Instincts is not bad. Another Third Eye certainly helps. We have enough Calm that Like Water is decent. And if we want even more cards, there is an Orrery here. I like where Borophil's head is at. Orrery into finding, if we find some Mantra cards in the Orrery, we could reasonably take it to Maru, and then start doing divinity things. Especially good with Vault, as the Vault causes the Damaru to give us an extra point of Mantra. Let's see what's in the Orrery. Might be some upgraded cards in here, too. Another Foresight, interesting. If we want to Like Water, we can have one. Consecrate Plus is pretty good. That's also pretty good. Spirit Shield, maybe. Nirvana is good. Whenever you scry. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like really good Nirvana. Conjure Blade is back. Might be okay with this Crescendo. So no Mantra here. Unfortunately. I think I am going to take that this Crescendo. The Nirvana. Not sure. Yes. Do I want to Like Water? Not sold on it. I think I'll just take another Third Eye, especially now that we have the Nirvana. We will take Wallop, because that's good too. I've just added so many cards. A whole row of cards added here. Anything that I want to remove now? I think we can get rid of Sands of... Well, it's okay with Vault, I guess. I'd be okay losing Deus Ex to the Bonfire Spirits, yeah. Could also reasonably remove cards we're never going to upgrade. Like an Evaluate, maybe. I do think we want this Happy Flower for more energy. Not convinced that I want to remove anything. Keep my block density where it is, thank you. Put Forge Pot for a bit more block here. We're fighting an Elite next, so I'll just keep the potions, lose a couple hit points. Scrawl will draw this. These two is good. Man, so much scry power with this thing. Actually kind of ridiculous. Lockpot's pretty good. There's the mantra. Worship. Too late, though. Way too late. Lockpot? I think these potions are better. Precisely. Precisely. Yeah, we're going to take some damage on turn 1. I'm going to use the Blessing of the Forge, play Evaluate, Evaluate, Foresight. We'll scry 5 at the start of every turn. Guess that should have been Foresight, Evaluate, Evaluate for the Crush Joints. It's not a big deal, though. If the overlay is not working for elements, try refreshing. It should be up and online right now. Keep the exit as well. +28 plus 6 is 34, not a KO, unfortunately. It's alright. Good block density ratio. You generally don't want to, I'd say somewhere in the realm of 1/3 to 1/2 blocks. You don't want to be more than half your deck as blocks, or you'll struggle to actually kill opponents in fights where blocking is not the optimal strategy. And if you go below 1/3, it's pretty hard to actually block when you need to. Now, that can change depending on your relics, of course. But if we look at this deck right now, 25 cards total. Let's count blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna say 7, 8. 8 out of 25 is almost exactly 1/3, and I do think that's the sweet spot. And yeah, as Fireworks says, you often want a quote-unquote block engine. A combination of cards that allows the deck to produce block with relatively little energy and card investment in large quantities. Wallop can be a good way to do that, or a power that activates often, like Nirvana plus lots of scry. Start skipping unupgraded cards at this point. And it definitely feels like we want to sprinkle in some energy upgrades. Let's start with Vault, and maybe upgrade Scry next. Oh boy. Okay. Very lucky we weren't attacked on turn 1. Love the Smooth Stone for the block it provides too, by the way. It's on top. Vault is good. Almost. Almost. Okay, didn't take Curse Key, so we do get to open this. It's a Pantograph, healing us for 25. I would have skipped that otherwise. It's a good feeling. Agreed, Panda. If your block engine involves too few cards, it can be easy to whiff the draws, and a bonus card draw like a Bag of Preparation can make that a lot easier. I think I'm going to take some bonus events here, rather than going to the fire, which also means going to this store that I don't think will be very good. Let's go up this way. Maybe get the Colosseum or something, or just a few more card rewards is fine too. Oh, that scroll though. Curses could be okay with enough scry, and then you don't have to draw them ever. Relatively hard to make that work in the way that you'd want it to, but it can be. Get him. That's an acceptable ad if we want more damage output. We need more damage output? Eh. Three boot sequences in a bottle reboot plus. I like that one, yeah, that's inventive. It's like a really effective use of reboot, too. It's cool. Skip that follow-up. Although that follow-up was a reasonable addition, we'll call it. Not amazing, just decent. Okay, I want to put Nirvana in play. Tranquility, Empty Body. Third Scry. I don't think we need Scroll either. Oh right, we can block with Wallop, with Nirvana. Use me. Hey, Nathan Sal. So now in this turn we can go Crush Joints, Wallop, exit our stance. As our blunking mechanism. Or we can just win. Winning's good too. Pen Nib, very, very, very good here. Every 10th attack we play is doubled in damage. That allows us to line up Pen Nib Wallops for big block or Pen Nib Sands of Times for big damage. An upgraded Evaluate blocks for 11 here. I like that. Judgment, kind of cute too. Spicy turn one. Bonk. Deceive Reality is a pretty good block. I think we don't need it given that we just added the upgraded Evaluate though. So I'll skip all these. Take some more events. I'd like to see Colosseum. Long line of hooded figures offer me a dagger, the ritual dagger. Permanently upgrades its damage each time we kill something with it. A little bit late. The end of Act 2. If you find Ritual Dagger at the start of Act 2, I think it can be very, very good. And it is quite good with Pen Nib, but I don't think I want it here. Red Masking, I am happy to see. We'll get bonus gold and the Red Mask, applying 1 week to all opponents on turn 1. No, no, no. Yes, for sure. Probably not. Good. No bear. Easy peasy, scores us the Red Mask and an Ancient Potion if we want one. Bear's debuff is pretty rude. It's certainly unique. I don't think any other enemy lowers your dex other than, I guess Lagavulin does. So one of only 2 enemies that does that. I think Lagavulin's -2/-2 is worse at High Ascension. And potentially Hex from Chosen. Stinky Hex. Take this Ancient Pot over the Fear Pot. Or over the Strong Pot. Or Entangled. Entangled can be really rude. Really, really, really rude. Really very super rude. These for block rather than playing them. Draw reduction applied by Time Eater. That one's really rude too. Stinky Time Eater. Am I drawing? No. No, maybe? Sure. Got a block for 24. Could beat the orbs? We might be able to with Scry here. I want him to take a Tranquility, maybe. We could make that happen. Kind of a cute idea. Discard it. Scrolling now. Maybe next turn. We can make it take an insight. Be a fun way to get there. Good old Pen Nib Wallop. Actually, no, Pen Nib this. Wait a minute. We don't discard this, it just stays stuck. It stays stuck in our hand for the whole time. No! Truly, this is disaster. That stinky boy. Okay, Hyper Beam is next turn. We'd like to try to block that somehow. Easier said than done, unfortunately. Happy Flower not lined up. We'll go Eruption Inner Peace. This is now 0 cost. That's good. Perfect. Just block. It's that easy. GG. Get Tomatoedon. Well now, a lesson learned would certainly help us deal with the relative lack of upgrade density this deck has at the moment. Since there are no strikes and defends in the deck, almost every single upgrade is massively significant, with many of them being energy upgrades like Tranquility and Crescendo, block and damage upgrade on Wallop, scry upgrades everywhere. That's a really good lesson learned. Are there other put stuff in your hand effects that block Deus Ex besides Seek? Sure, Meditate, Secret Technique, Skill Potion, just to name a few. Third chance at Judgment here. Master Reality would upgrade things created during combat like our Insights. Not that helpful. I'll take a lesson learned, and I will not take a Snecko Eye. I will instead take... actually, Violet Lotus seems insane, right? Every time you leave Calm, gain 1 more energy. Let's count our Calm sources. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I removed 1 already. Yeah. It's a very good Violet Lotus. Probably more energy than the Philosopher's Stone will be, and it comes with no downside like the Philo Stone does. I'll take it. I will happily take it. Alright, we have money again. Good. Let the shopping commence. We can fight as many as 3 elites this act. we will strongly consider. Don't forget, we have Lesson Learned. Speaking of, there it is. Energy upgrade right away, that's very exciting to see. Let's take one more cut through fate. Duality is here, and the duality says every time you play an attack on your turn, gain 1 temporary dexterity, 1 dex until the end of the turn. This deck can play a lot of attacks per turn, especially with these cut-through fates. We'd really like a weave. Still very good. Could instead take Artifact, just general purpose Artifact, blocking the first debuff. If we take Duality, Halt becomes pretty good. Flash of Steel also pretty good with Duality. Could actually feel reasonable about removing Sands of Time. It's still okay. Not amazing, but not terrible. Take a Flash. Will give us a bonus dexterity, amongst other things. I think it's pretty good here. Begin to fall. Let's evaluate Nirvana or Crush Joints. Now that we have the Duality, I don't think we need Nirvana for blocking anymore. Although that was a pretty good Nirvana. Looking for our lesson learned here. More mantra that's too late? No thanks. My hand is full. Well, it's not a weave, but a flurry of blows is okay. Coming back to our hand when we change stances. Yeah, I'll take that one with the duality. I think that's pretty good. Yikes. Good thing we got Vault this turn. Yeah, this should be a good turn at least. We'll just get back the Blanc card, or the Flurry over and over again, so that we can continue to gain dexterity here on this turn. We're able to generate enormous block quantities pretty easily. Hey, Makia, I've seen Tainted Grail a couple of times. It looks like it might be interesting. It is on this month's Game Boat. So if you'd like to see me check it out, that's the place to make your voice heard. These are good heart potions. Just gonna recall now. Card draw, please. Nice. Reptomancer has no idea. Yeah, we definitely want the Consecrate. So I'll keep the inner piece too. No. No. Yes. How's it going, Con Badger? Hey, hey. Turnip makes us immune to Frail. That'll help quite a bit against Heart, especially since we're doing most of our block with direct block cards. Could take an upgraded Empty Body, but I don't feel the need to, so I shan't. I will avoid the store with so little cash. White Beast statue ensures we find a potion after every single combat. That means we should probably at least cycle a couple of them. Donk. 28. That is on all 3 cards. Red Mask definitely helped out there. That's... That makes so much energy. More Third Eye. We could take an upgraded Perseverance as a way to, like, scale our block a little bit in later fights. I think we have that already with the Duality, though. We have that already with the Duality. This deck never beats Transient, but it does presumably have an okay time with Transient. There you go. Great success. Let's see here. We can go... You're no evil than Empty Fist? Right. The Revan, thank you so much for the Prime sub and the 9 months. The half dozen and a half. And a half. If you artifact pot after several Duality procs, you keep all of it, Panda Stakes, as long as you don't play any further attacks on that turn. So we could gain a ton of dexterity from Duality in one turn. Gonna up our pen nib a bit here. More card draw. Study Plus is curious here. giving us an insight every turn. I think Rushdown's probably better, drawing 2 immediately when we enter Wrath. It's gotta be better. That's gotta be better, surely. I had to read that like 3 times to get it, Watsuwu. For the quesadillas. Oh. Oh no. Got like Pen Nib Wallop already? I guess let's just third eye a couple of times to find good stuff. I have not played Last Spell yet, Cursed Wolf. That's also on the game boat for this month. As a last minute edition. And for both Tainted Grail and Last Spell, even if they don't win the game boat, it's entirely possible that they'll end up getting played on stream sometime. Totally possible. Wait, you're not attacking me, so this Pen Nib Wallop is pointless! How dare you! You feel like a fool. Wait, my lesson learned. No! Do I want a fasting? Not really. Locket is pretty sweet, starting us out in Calm Stance. Duplication Potion. Nah. Curses. And Slow and Steady wins the race when it comes to the Writhing Mass. You can control their intent by dealing unblocked attack damage to them. That'll force them to change what they're doing. From there you can just kind of hit them in the face a whole bunch of times. In a good way, though. That's actually just a kill, but I don't want to kill. Rude. Attack me for 114, will you? Let's see about that. In general, Pyramid Sekoi is a not a good combo, Liquidy, but there are situations where it can work together. You need to have some way to deal with a full hand of high-cost cards. And various characters have different, like, energy cheating ways that can to work around that. Bullet Time on Silence, Devaform on Watcher. Corruption on Ironclad. These are all ways to make the combo work, but in general, Snecko and Runic Pyramid is a bad time, because you're going to end up stuck with a handful of 2 or 3 cost cards, and unable to draw new ones, because you don't discard at the end of each turn. Fiendfire can work too, yeah, that's another good example. Brimfire. Ooh, and a free card remove. Let's dunk one of these. Is it time for Lesson Learned to go? I can remove that at the final shop. We'll get at least one more upgrade out of it. It does feel really good to be able to consistently land those meta cards like Lesson Learned, Feed, and Ritual Dagger. I don't know if I'd call that an underrated synergy. It's definitely a highly rated synergy. By me. I think they're real good. I guess I am removing our Sands of Time. Make it so. Lots of good upgrades here. More scry, more energy, more energy. More energy. Turn 1, though. So what's the strategy against Awaken 1? Commence the Bonketing? Good strategy. Commence the Bonketing. And heck that guy. Give Awaken 1 a few points of strength with a couple of powers played here, but overall this should be a pretty easy fight for us. So much energy coming out of this Violet Lotus. Like to draw into maybe Empty Fist here. Bonk. Yeah, we get to stay in Wrath here, that's good. Tech doesn't really scale so much as it just wins, I guess. That's interesting. Oh yeah, Bailerbot is the old command for the sub-goal. Let me... That I have not updated in a little bit. What is our thingy? Prismatic Shard Ladder will return! Yes, it will. Just need to block for 40 or so. Yeah. A couple points of strength would really go a long way here. Look at that relic setup. No problem. To thump, a deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all of this dexterity? You prime your stick. Smack that heart around. GG. When A20 first came out to it, before the heart was added, I definitely felt the strain of the double boss modifier on A20. In particular, fighting Awakened One on 2/3 of your runs is a bit much for me. Prefer if the bird stayed home, thank you. Let's see, how much do we want energy versus how much do we want more scry? It's more scry. Any scaling? Oh my god, we actually got orange pellets? Hey, hey! I'll take it. Whenever you play a power, a skill, and an attack in the same turn, remove all of your debuffs. Cool. It's too powerful. How many actual powers do we have, though? 1, 2, 2. It won't be the best pellets in the world, that's for sure. But it will be very good, so I will take it. Shame I can't afford another power alongside. We could go with one more third eye, but we're good. Pentagraph, I think I don't play any of my attacks here. It's a shame to waste all this energy, though. I could crescendo and double damage Empty Fist. I'll do that next turn, though. It's a lot of ways to enter calm. This is still a pretty bad pen nib. Well, I get a lot of Flurry of Blows procs, so I think I actually just lead with Flurry here. Just gonna lead with Flurry. This gives energy. This back. Again. Now we scry. Consecrate Vault Eruption. Perfect. Draw 3. Keep the decks. Actually could have done that with better timing and we could have kept more of the decks. I did forget we had the pellets there. Admittedly. Slight oops. Sure. Go with yes. The rest. Looking for Scrawl now. If I can find it. There it is. Good. Exactly all of that. Keep Flurry in the discard pile where it belongs. Vigilance gives me 26 block. Also, we now have permanently 14 dexterity. Feels good. Feels more than good. Feels great! Just like he blocks for 24. Okay. Akabeko! It's our first attack against the heart, do additional damage, fasting to go with our orange pellets. Although this is a genuinely good alpha, fasting is definitely everything that we're lacking. It's strength, it's dex, it's another power, and we can duplicate it for big strong. That's perfect. That's perfect. Bum. Bum bum. The big straw. Screw that. These are great together. Probably gonna do scroll things next turn. I want to dupe the fasting, which makes it extra awkward. So, Flurry of Blows will be our greatest ally here, giving us lots of decks to work with this turn. Stone is not in play. Skill attack, fasting, fasting, attack, skill. That's what we have to do, that's right. But we're going to do more attacks than just a couple this turn. So, hold that thought. This would work. Duplication Potion, the fasting now, then Empty Body and Flurry. But we can do so much more still. So one Orange Pellet's activation removes the debuffs and the fasting effect from the first fasting. Then we have to play an additional attack and skill to remove that energy down. We have 16 dexterity, 6 strength for this fight. It's poor heart. It's poor, poor heart. Wait, there's more. "25 dexterity. Vigor. Bigger. $31. 41 block from Evaluate. Okay. That's a little absurd. Don't you think? Look for Flurry first. And then with 11 stacks of Dex down, if we drink this Ancient Potion, yep, we get to keep all that too. 42 Dexterity, permanently. So we can just block for 50 with all of our block cards. GG. I don't know what the max Dex I've ever reached is, but I don't think it's much higher than 50. So this would definitely be a contender. GG. The perfect fight. Hey everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Did you know that I'm live 5 days a week on Twitch? Come join us to watch me live, ask questions, or chill with the community. Click the link in the description below to follow and be notified when I'm live. And while you're down there, make like a sandwich and sub to this channel for more Fresh Baylor content. Ta-ta for now.